Coach Greg, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be watching Nick's Strength and Powers Mr. Golden Era finalists, the top 5. It's a 2019 competition. $2,500 goes to first place. Nick Strength and Powers putting this on. In case you don't know who he is, he covers all things to do with bodybuilding. So if you're an avid bodybuilding fan, you for sure have heard of this guy. If you're not, you might not have heard of him. So maybe go check him out. So these are guys doing basically classic physique, which is what I do. And they're trying to win a competition and doing classic physique posing, including the vacuum pose and all the poses that we would do as professional bodybuilders. These guys are amateurs. They're not pros. But Wesley Vissers won this a year or two ago, and he went on to become a really good pro. He's actually gone to the Olympia. He's going again. And so we'll see. Does any of these guys stack up to how good Wesley was when he won? And just to point out, it didn't make Wesley famous, but it certainly didn't hurt. It certainly helped his popularity. So we have 5 guys here. I'm covering them. Nick's Strength and Powers covering them. Obviously, they're going to be a bit more well-known, and so we'll see how their physique stack up. I'm going to judge it from a judging point of view, like if I was judging a competition, and I'd see who I would pick, and I'll tell you why. I'll give you their strengths and weaknesses, so get ready. So all I'm doing is I'm pressing play, and I'm watching these guys and making comments. Competitor number A, it says. All right. So he has a very small waist that's really strong, great arms, huge arms, thick, full chest, and he's posing really quite good. Lat spread looks good, small waist, wide shoulders. He's hitting a most muscular pose, which isn't part of classic. His biceps are looking a little suspicious here right now. By suspicious, I mean it doesn't look like it's all muscle. There's no real striations that I'm seeing. Almost like he's injecting synthol or other oil types in his body. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying it looks not natural in his biceps. So I'm a little deterred on that. Doing his back poses, lat spread's good, small waist, wide shoulders, good shape, comes down like an X. And he's hitting a side chest, very, very weak in the legs here. No calf development, no cuts in the side of the legs. Great bicep peak. No definition in the lower body. Upper body way ahead of the lower body. Conditioning-wise, his upper body is fairly conditioned. Not like show lean, but not bad. He's probably sitting at about 10% body fat. That one arm is bigger than the other, his left. Very suspicious. I don't want to say he's injecting a bunch of shit in his arms, but he's injecting a bunch of shit in his arms. Hate me or not, that looks fake. I'm not a fan. Golden era, they didn't have sight enhancement oil. It looks highly suspicious. Maybe it's natural, but let's say it's natural and not synthol or whatever. It's not a good look, so I don't care. I'm not impressed. I was kind of, but I'm losing it now. I'm really not liking the biceps. Legs have no definition, no quad separation. So I would call this physique very good off-season shape. Very, very good. So he's about 8 weeks out of being in show shape. So his flaw is his conditioning. I mean, it's good for off-season. He's barely got abs on this side pose. And that's it for competitor number 1. So overall, I give him a rating of about a 7 on 10. So not bad. Here we have a shorter guy. More conditioned than competitor A. Competitor B, he's wearing blue trunks. He definitely looks a lot shorter. He's got better conditioned quads, wide lat spread, nice arms. Now, what I do notice is his waist is not small. And remember, classic physique is like a small waist contest. He's posing really good. I see the hamstrings coming out, Christmas tree in the lower back. Lat spread's wide, good. Conditioning on the back double biceps, good. Twisting, very good posing, trying to hide his flaws. Side tricep, no obliques visible. Not a single oblique. He needs to blow that air out. Quads, Good condition, vacuum, done well. Then he's posing the abs. You barely see the abs, so he's got to work on showing more abs. Here's his crucifix pose. Very, very well done. Excellent pose. Now here, that's for a classic favorite classic pose, killer. Definitely his best pose was his unique pose. So yeah, I was liking that a lot. Quads are thick, calves are thick, arms big. If he only had a smaller waist, he would be better. I'd rate him an 8 on 10. Better than A. Competitor C in black trunks outside on the beach, kind of reminiscent of Arnold. Only, well, arms kind of similar to Arnold. Obviously not the mass. Very similar. I just think he's like an Arnold here. The good posing, pose like Arnold. So reminds me of Wesley a little bit. Not conditioned enough. Good side chest. Thick chest. Very good. Conditioning in the legs, not too bad. Leaner than the first guy, not as lean as the second guy. Abs not looking very pronounced. He just needs more conditioning. He's a good-looking guy, cool hairstyle, biceps peaked, big triceps, very good posing like Wesley Vissers, Arnold. Here we have a back. Okay. The back lat spread, very, very weak. Back double bicep, weak. No hamstring cuts whatsoever. So from the front, much better than from the back. Here's doing like a side chest kind of Arnold pose. Looks really good. He's got to stick to the front. Lat spread's very weak as well. Not as good as the last guy's crucifix pose. That's kind of a most muscular pose, not really done in classic. And that's a very nice, like, Arnold reminiscent pose. Looks good in that pose. Good upper back development, just not in the overall back. So if I had to critique this guy, strong arms and chest, decent legs, not near where he needs to be on the back. Okay, here we have a guy posing in what looks to be outside of a sauna or tanning bedroom or something. A track, maybe a running room. Okay, this dude's got some serious muscle. A little bit of gyno, so perhaps he could get some surgery, remove that, or maybe if it's not advanced stages, just get in some femora, some nova. Wide shoulders, small waist, very impressive. Thick muscle, more muscle development than the other guys. Nice side chest, not conditioned enough, not as lean as I'd like to see, but certainly carrying a lot of muscle. More muscle than I'm carrying, just not as lean. Nice twisting back shot here like Arnold would do. Definitely has like an abscess or some kind of a glute shot done wrong. I'd suggest he doesn't do as many shots of maybe I shouldn't be talking about this. He needs to do less stuff in the glutes and let it subside. Back double bicep, really good. Good conditioning. I like the look. Could flex his hamstrings here. Flex his calves. He's got those long shin bones, which makes him ideal for classic because it gives him the extra height, which allows him more pounds. So kind of like George Peterson, more pounds. Now, obviously, he doesn't have the back of George Peterson, but thick, huge, beastly, massive quads. So, yeah, gyno, but very tiny waist. I'm telling you, his waist is smaller than his leg. It's a good look. This guy has a lot of potential. Definitely impressing me here. Thick chest, shoulders wide, looks great. You know, obviously that like glute thing, that can go away. It just needs a month or so to let that subside. And it would be covered if he was wearing proper trunks. This is classic. Wow, what a front double bicep. This guy would probably beat me in a show if he was conditioned enough. So if he was an IFBB pro, he's good enough to be an IFBB pro if he had, say, 4 to 6 weeks more to diet. So, I mean, you can tell by the sound of it, this guy's winning this contest, class competitor D. The biceps are huge, the waist is small, the quads are friggin' huge. Lots of muscle. The muscle, golden era doesn't mean they were shrimps and twerps. They still had big muscles. This guy has the muscle mass needed. Thigh and abdominal shot, vacuum. Not the best vacuum, but much a small waist looks good. Thigh and abs, could work on conditioning, get the abs out more crispy, more conditioned. Just leaner would be better. Posing is good. Here he's going down to one knee. Thick tricep. Cap delts. Huge bicep. Needs to tighten the waist here. Don't forget you're being judged at all times. leaning back, nice pose over the head, nice twisting back double bicep shot, great posing, flows slow and smoothly. And the bow, very impressed. I give this guy a 9 on 10. So competitor D is winning so far. Competitor E wearing classic physique black trunks with a dumbbell set room here. So he's probably in his basement gym or something. Nice striations on the side of the leg there. Very conditioned, good conditioning. Legs are showing well. Not as, okay. One leg extremely much more developed than the other leg. So that's going to cost him dearly here. So basically, the leg on the right, on his right, on the left of my computer screen, is about 2 inches of muscle bigger than the other leg. I don't know what happened. Maybe he was injured. He's coming back. Like me, I had a hip operation. Maybe he's coming back from an injury. That's going to hurt him. If I was him, I would definitely train that one leg more than the other. Muscle imbalance, you want to balance that out. That's an excessively noticeable deterrent from him winning. Strength of this guy, his conditioning, he's very lean. He doesn't have the mass, but he's an amateur. He has potential to put on that mass. So if this guy could put 10 pounds of muscle on, he could definitely be fighting for a pro card. Of course, 5 of those pounds should go in the one leg that's behind. Good crucifix pose. His waist isn't tiny, but it's not big either. It's like kind of in the middle. Thick calves. Good arms on this side chest pose. Side tricep thick, nice triceps, great abs, tight waist. Side tri looks great on him. That could be his favorite classic pose. It looks great. He could use more biceps, but the triceps are definitely well developed. His posing is good. His conditioning is good. The thigh and abdominal, killer shot. Looks great here. Vacuum, he's doing it right. He can do it. It just doesn't look amazing. I mean, he's no Chris Bumstead. Lat spread's great. Wide shoulders. Needs some biceps, though. When he hits a bicep, it just detracts from the rest of his feet. Overall, 8 on 10 probably. 7 or 8 on 10. So, for me, class is won easily by competitor D. D dominated. If D doesn't win this, then it's because the audience doesn't know who they're voting for. Or it's because they don't follow the sport. I mean, I'm judging this based on who would win classic physique in a competition. If it's Mr. Golden Era, maybe there's different rules. Maybe it's whoever looks like how you want to look. So if you don't want to look like him, you want to look like someone else, well, that's fine. So I guess it's an opinion-based thing. So just because I'm right doesn't mean I'm necessarily right. So whatever. So anyway, leave the comments. Let me know if you all agree that competitor D was the best. Let me know what you think. Check out Mr. Golden Era 2019 on Nick Strength and Power. Go vote on his channel. You know, Nick Strength and Power is doing a great thing. He's giving bodybuilding recognition and, you know, covering all these sports. So go support him. Go check out his channel. I'm Greg Doucette. Follow me on Instagram, Greg Doucette, IFBB Pro. If you want to hire me for coaching, gregdoucette.com. Check out one of my old videos. That's a good video. This is also a good video. Subscribe and click the bell button. When you subscribe, you go bloop, bell button, swoosh. Every time I post a video, which is daily, you get notified. Until next time, I am out.